Newton News continues its candidate profiles of those seeking elected positions on the City Council, the School Committee, or the Mayoral seat. This week, Shawn Fitzgibbons, candidate for the Ward 6 School Committee seat, spoke with Nicole Moeder about his priorities for Newton's public school system.
Candidate Shawn Fitzgibbons is running for school council in the upcoming election. I spoke with him this past Tuesday about his campaign, his goals, and his past experiences.
I'm running for school committee because I care about the ideal of public education. And what that means to me is that every single learner in a community can access a great education for free. So obviously that ideal is implemented imperfectly everywhere. Newton has a lot of great things, and job number one of the school committee is to protect the great things that Newton does have, particularly coming out of the pandemic. Job number two is to find the areas where we are not living up to the ideal of public education, which is again that every single learner, every student can access a great education for free, and make sure that we head in that direction. Reducing inequalities, helping students that need help, particularly after the pandemic, and making sure that every single one of our kids graduates with a great education and that they're prepared to succeed in the world.
One of his priorities is to support the students of Newton after a challenging year of a global pandemic and remote learning.
There's no question that students have missed out on valuable and needed reading, math, just the basics that you need to be successful in your life and in careers. And we certainly need to make up for that. I would also say that emotional trauma has occurred in this past year. And so the school committee not only needs to address learning gaps that have been a result of the pandemic, particularly where there were already learning gaps, those have been exacerbated, but also kids are coming out of this year with emotional trauma and emotional difficulties, and we need to also ensure that they are supported.
Supporting all students in Newton is the cornerstone of his campaign.
In any school, there are baked-in inequalities. We need to look at, are there kids that need help because of structurally built-in obstacles, either because of their race or their religion or special learning considerations that they may have, economic situations, and we need to make sure that we lift them up so that every kid has a level playing field.
For Fitzgibbons, there is a clear path to success.
Public service is a team effort. There is nowhere in government can one person come in and change everything. The key to being a successful leader in government is to be collaborative, to work effectively, to respectfully advance an agenda that you may have.
According to Fitzgibbons, his past experience and community involvement prepare him for the job.
I've lived in Newton since 2007, have been intimately involved in local civic life literally since the minute I moved here. And I think the right person to sit on the school committee is someone that has great relationships with the people that make decisions on behalf of our students and can work effectively with them. And I'm very confident that I can do that.
I'm Nicole Moeder in the studio with Newton News.